Oh, hi, and welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where the tea is piping hot and we're always ready to spill. I don't know why I was doing that weird whatever inflection with my voice, but like...
It's giving COVID.
It's honestly giving COVID. I hate you. I'm Logan Murphy, just a gay, here today with just my giant-ass water bottle. Because I worked out last night for the first time in 4 months, and boy, are my arms tired.
Oh my god, I also did arms today, because I can't hear you over the sound of me being skinny. Eris Envy.
I hate you so much.
It's giving arm.
Okay, I see you. I didn't even do arms last night, but my arms are I'm like,
mine are too.
Oh, but we are here. Drag Race España, we're finally back.
It's been a messy couple of weeks.
Y'all, take care of your mental health. That's all I'm gonna say.
And get to bed at a reasonable time, but not if it interrupts your podcast work.
Literally that. Literally that. Oh boy, but we are here. We've got 2 episodes of Drag Race España to talk about, including, we'll talk about it, the highest rated episode of Drag Race ever, and it's still the case.
Drag Race Italia could never.
Drag Race Down Under is quaking. Drag Race Holland is calling from their canceled realm. Oh god, I feel so bad about Holland, honestly.
Oh god, yeah. It could
not the host, but like I feel bad for all the Dutch queens that aren't going to get a shot now.
Wait, has it actually been cancelled?
It's been cancelled.
Well, that's what Fred Van Queer gets for blocking Rum on Insta.
Fuck you, Fred. I never liked him, so honestly, I'm cool with that. Bring it back in a few years, hosted by Nikki Tutorials, and I'll be good.
I'll give it to Vanessa or Envy. Like,
honestly, if the judging panel was just Vanessa, Envy, and Nikki Tutorials, I'm cool. Because, like, Nikki has TV experience now. Thank you, Eurovision. So, oh, Lord. We've got 2 whole episodes to dive into. Should we just get started?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Drag Race by the way.
I hate you. Drag Race España Season 2. We're going to talk about the entrance looks. Everybody's walking into the workroom. And first up is Samantha Ballentines.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with Samantha. Like,
Me too.
You don't understand. I'm fucking obsessed with her.
No, she is my absolute obsession for the season.
She is the Drag Race epitome of bar queen.
Yeah.
Like, I love her.
Literally. This look, cute for an entrance.
I love the legs.
Oh, the legs are great.
Legs to heaven. And the wig is nice. It's all just...
It's good.
Acceptable.
It's good.
I feel like if this was on a drag queen I didn't like, I would rip it to shit, but because it's Samantha, I fucking love it.
Like, it's incredibly basic. It's like it's a bodysuit with a titty bib and a leather jacket, hopefully faux leather, and like her makeup is good. So like, honestly, sure. I'm obsessed with the fact that out of drag she looks like Professor Quirrell. Literally.
Party.
Oh, yes, I agree. But yeah, good for you, girl. I think the correct person to come in first, honestly.
Yeah, because she's so funny and she had something to say about everyone.
Exactly. Because then we get Onyx.
Bitch.
This is everything.
Cleared. Devoured. Like, are you fucking
Quite
serious?
literally, she's an alien.
Drag alien, drag monster. I would want those shoes. The boobs are surreal. It's giving me like Fifth Element, Diva Plava Laguna. She gets a tan and she becomes a stripper, but also she's a goth who's got a cult following on TikTok.
Oh, I was gonna say Fifth Element on Chromatica.
I didn't ask for free ride. My joints hurt.
Oh my god, not that. But I love this look from Onyx. Stun.
Absolutely.
Venedita Von Dash, our bearded queen.
I really like this. This is perfect for an entrance look. It tells you everything you need to know about Venedita. It's burlesque. It's a classic silhouette from the it's a classic vintage silhouette. Yep. It's got that nice, very coiffed. Who's that? That famous burlesque lady.
Dita Von Teese.
Yeah, that classic like sort of Dita Von Teese hair, and you've got the chin strap beard. Yeah.
And the slit that's just a little too far up, but you're not going to say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought this was really, really solid. It might be my favorite. I don't know. I have to reevaluate after I see everyone again. But it's a really, really good look. Drag Sethlas.
I said this about Taste, and I also said this about Astina when I saw them on Drag Race UK. But if Drag Sethlas walked into a workroom that I was in, I would just 180 and fucking walk out of there, because how do you compete with that? She's got a fucking Baroque art piece on her head.
Literally.
She's on the stilts. She's got this perfect silhouette, this amazing body, beaten to the fucking heavens with this makeup. Like, what do you do?
I love Sethlas, and I'm not upset at Sethlas. I'm upset at the judges that they haven't said anything about her stilts 2 episodes in, when that was Drag Vulcano's entire storyline on season 1. Like, but again, not against Sethlas, because I think they're fucking incredible, but it's just like,
I do feel like we have seen Sethlas in a pair of regular heels at some point.
I don't think we have yet.
Have we? Haven't? Well, we'll see, won't we?
I don't think we have. I have all the looks ready to go, and we will talk about all of them. But I don't think we have. So, Estrella Xtravaganza. I'm going to be real honest. I don't like her yet.
No, I'm waiting to like her too, because I think she's going to be really funny. I liked everything about this outfit until I've just seen it again for the second time, and I'm noticing she has a name up her leg. I don't think she needs that.
No. This was an inspiration. Oh, God. I should have... I did my research, and then I forgot to write down my research, because I know who this is inspired by. It's some, like, advert in Spain. Look at me using British slang. Advert. No, it's like... Oh my God, stop it.
You can't mute me, I'm the only one here.
I know. I can't take you out this time. No, it was a little bit too much for me.
It looks like it's well made. I will say that.
Yeah, it does. She's a little too obnoxious for me.
Yeah, but is she obnoxious or is she European? That remains to be seen.
I'm going to say obnoxious, because you're European, so...
And I'm also obnoxious.
Well, a little bit, but... Yeah, it's just, there's something about her personality I just am not... They're pushing her as the confessional girl, and I'm like, ugh.
I would rather have... Samantha, yeah.
Well, they're also pushing her, but I feel like they're pushing her because... We'll talk about it. I feel like Samantha's time is limited. Let's just say that. But...
We'll get into it when we see the rest of the runways.
Yep. Ariel Rec. This is incredibly basic, but I like it enough.
Oh, I like it. I thought it was great. I don't think it's terribly basic. I just think it's it's simple, but it's simple in a way that's clean and works really well. I love the hair. I love the Flintstones reference.
Yeah.
I love the cut on the bottom of the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this works for me. I would wear this for sure.
I'm not like thrilled by this, but it's done very well. So, sure.
And that wig looks really nice.
Yeah. It just doesn't really tell me anything specifically about her. Is it really the only thing? Because she's making such a pointed reference. And I feel that way also about Estrella. I'm like, I don't necessarily understand exactly who you are as a drag artist from this, but it's well done. She looks good. So, sure.
Lovely gal.
Marina.
Oh, I love this. Classic.
This is great.
Yeah, classic Gautier. Not Gautier. Wait, is it Gautier? I'm
Goya?
thinking of someone. It's not Gautier, is it? Who I'm thinking of? No, it is. Classic Jean-Paul Gaultier reference.
Oh yeah, Gautier, yeah. I went to the musical artist, not the fashion designer. Is where I went just now. But no, yeah.
It's this very classically Gautier in a way that's maybe a little deconstructed and a little more punk. Yeah, I fucking love this. This is gorgeous. Like, this is really good for me. I also love that she's just carrying a fucking steering wheel for no reason.
I love a double entendre. So honestly, like, I'm cool. I love it. I'm here for Marina. Well, I'm not fully here for Marina. We'll talk about the talent show, but yeah. Jota Carajota! Fuck you for being 18.
Yeah, and being this fucking talented.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, fuck you. Third of all, this look is great.
Yeah, I love this. I think it's a gorgeous silhouette. The only thing I have to say about this is, why was she missing an eyelash?
I noticed it too. Not sure. I think it was completely accidental.
Yeah, it must have fallen off right before she got there, and they just didn't have time to glue it back on.
Yeah.
But frankly, if you're on TV, they should have given her the time to put her eyelashes on, because it would not have taken more than 5 minutes. And I know from working in film and working in TV, sometimes things get when things get held up, it does cause a delay in productions, always stressing about time.
Mm-hmm.
But the less than a minute it takes to put on an eyelash should not be that big of a deal, especially for like a national TV appearance.
And her first time on this show, like,
yeah.
I like her a lot more than I thought I was going to.
I'm warming up to her, I would say.
Yeah. This was also the start of, we get all the drama because we're like halfway through, so now we got to like inject some drama that is from before the show.
Ooh.
And Estrella just can't stand her, and Jota can't stand Estrella, and I'm like, okay, cool. Is this going to be a storyline? Who knows? We haven't seen it through 2 episodes really, but whatever.
I was confused about the tiger. I know she referenced it in her entrance line, but I'm struggling to remember what her entrance line was.
I don't remember either.
No.
Something about the universe, because she does the neo-folkloric drag. And so that's like her, I get something with that. I don't remember, but it's a great look.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
Nah,
this color on her is
gorgeous. Yeah.
Spectacular. Espectacular, if you will.
Espectacular.
Hugaceo. We'll talk about Hugaceo because I was so happy to see them. Marisa Prisa, I don't love this.
I hate this.
Okay, good. I liked the skirt reveal, but Settergen did it better on Drag Race Holland.
Yeah. And honestly, looking at this now, I didn't remember this from the first time I watched the episode, but looking at it now, it's just a lot of ideas into one, and I'm trying to think if maybe there's a reference she's making here that explains the silhouette. But it's just a mixture of colors. I mean, as Kennedy Davenport famously said, white stocking,
black stocking, or wait, white stockings, black shoes shouldn't be allowed in the church.
Yeah,
we did our best there to coordinate that. I will say the top I actually like. The poofy sleeve and the sort of like cross body situation. I like that. It's just like this middle section. When your stomach is just covered with tulle, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of her in grey hair. I think it ages
No.
her. Some
Agreed.
people look really edgy and what's the word? Edgy and editorial in like grey hair. In Marisa, it just makes her look like a woman who lives in the woods and has 90 cats.
I mean, isn't
Not
that
that
the
there's
vibe
anything
she's
wrong
going
with that.
for?
We can all aspire to different things.
Very that. Diamante Merybrown, one of my favorites already, in a look that I'm going to be honest, I don't love.
Oh, I don't like this look either, but I am fucking obsessed with Diamante.
The headpiece into like ponytail, I do like. I don't understand the like
for me
cutout stocking.
Yeah, for me it's the booty is the problem.
Yeah.
It's cutting her off at the ankle, and honestly, I would have just gone for a silver pump if she was going to do these stockings.
Yeah.
Or I would have done like a thigh-high boot.
Absolutely.
I think she's gorgeous at makeup, and her padding is fucking voluptuous. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
There is nothing better than a drag queen who is built like a figure of 8. I am just obsessed with her.
Deja Sky, if you will.
Deja Sky.
Well, and this is where we get more drama because apparently Jota and Diamante have some sort of bullshit. Because Jota called Diamante's like group of friends the Frog Queens, and I'm like, I don't love that.
It's
especially
silly.
Because she's black. I don't love. There was a lot of things across these 2 episodes that I was like, But yeah, we move.
My thing is just like on with Jota and Diamante. What gets me is Jota's very young, and she's gonna realize very quickly that behavior and that attitude gets you nowhere in the drag world.
Yeah.
As someone who has been ganged up on by teenagers on Twitter quite frequently today, I can tell you that having a nasty, shitty attitude online will bite you in the ass faster than you can even think it will.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Juriji Der Klee.
My queen.
I love all of this but the face. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I would have loved this if she just did her regular skin tone makeup because I wasn't sure if she was going with the purple. But she is built so beautifully when she corsets.
Yeah.
The stockings, the shoes, the little garter belt, the actual pattern of the dress. Oh, she is gorgeous, and I'm just in love with Juriji.
I am slightly worried about this like sort of like standoffish attitude that we had in the first episode, but I honestly think like through the second episode we didn't get a whole lot of that.
I think it might have been unintentional. I'm just not sure if was socially aware of what she was doing.
I was like, girl,
yeah, fair enough.
I'm sorry.
I will say, Juriji out of drag, it's so easy for us to see trans women on Drag Race and be like, oh, she's the most beautiful woman in the world. Yeah. Juriji is beautiful in such a specific way that she looks like she would seduce a Scott Pilgrim kind of guy and just completely ruin his life. Like, she looks like Scott Pilgrim's new girlfriend.
Yeah. Absolutely. But she's beautiful.
Beautiful.
We're making just all the Kennedy Davenport references today, and I love it. I love Kennedy.
When's Kennedy Davenport going to come and compete on Drag Race España?
No, I'm waiting for the day that Alexis Mateo competes on Drag Race España.
Baila,
yeah.
That's all I remember.
Sharonne. It's a bodysuit covered in paillettes. Am I mad? No.
He looks gorgeous. I mean, so I recently found out that Sharonne was rumored to be the host of Drag Race España before Supreme. And after these first 2 episodes, you can really see why. She's such a professional. She's very put together. Needs to think a bit more about what she's posting on Insta, but other than that, loves her.
What did she post?
She posted a picture of her in a afro with a very odd caption about Black Soul. It was kind of weird. I think she was trying to celebrate Black people and Lion King, but I don't think she did it in a way that was very intelligent.
Okay. Anyway, we move.
I might have just ruined Sharonne for you.
A little bit. I'm going to be honest. Just a bit. But Well, we move. Yeah, so I had heard that the rumored hosts were either Supreme, Sharonne, or Pupi Poisson was the other one that I had heard.
Could you imagine if Pupi was
Yes, and I would love every moment of it because I'm obsessed with her.
That would have been so funny.
My God. But no, Supreme is my favorite host of any Drag Race franchise.
Oh,
so
T.
like I love
her and Pangina are neck and neck for me. Pangina and
Art, yeah. Art and Pangina, and then Supreme are like right there. And then it's
Brooklyn.
RuPaul. Oh shit. Brooklyn, then RuPaul. And if RuPaul's here, Fred is like,
damn, what about the Italian bitch?
I didn't finish Italia.
Priscilla. No, I watched like one episode of it. It was not great.
Italia is the only season of Drag Race across the world that I have not finished.
It's not good.
I know. That's why I haven't finished it. But Electra Bionic is my queen, so who cares? Anyway, favorite entrance look, Eris.
Do you want to
see them again?
I'm gonna say Marina.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Venedita.
Fair enough, yeah.
My runner-up, honestly, is Jota Carajota.
Yeah, Jota was very up there for
Jota
me.
looks really good.
It's just the silhouette really works for her, and also the color red.
Yeah, and we've seen that silhouette a lot over 2 episodes. We'll talk about it, but
but if it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
Very that. We get the mini challenge with the first ever trans pit crew member. I'm sorry. Yes. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Very excited.
First main or reoccurring, isn't it? Because I believe Leif Ashley was on US, but that was a guest appearance.
Yes.
But oh my God, he is gorgeous.
Oh, stunning. All of the pit crew of España this year, I'm like, we have trans men, we have big beefy men, and I'm happy.
I want to marry all of them.
Literally that. But so the first mini challenge of the season is a recreation of the Naked Maya by Goya. Now, this is a painting I've studied. I've studied both of them because art history. But I am going to be really honest. I didn't love this as a first mini challenge.
No, it was very odd. And also,
like, just do a regular photo shoot.
Yeah. And what got me is having like people making costumes and stuff for it, or like having to rush around and like stick stuff to themselves. I didn't know. It wasn't for me. Especially since there were people who took like really beautiful nude photos, like Juriji and Sethlas. Yeah. And then the person who won was Estrella, who literally just had big saggy titties.
This is the kind of campy comedy queen that I don't like.
Yeah, because I don't think finding humor in women's bodies as a drag queen, as someone who's male out of drag, it doesn't work. No, it reads as misogynistic.
A little bit. Yeah, I felt the exact same way. So I'm glad we're in agreement in that regard. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Estrella wins the challenge, whatever. We move on to the Maxi Challenge, and guess what? Episode 1 of an international season of Drag Race, and we're doing 2 looks on the runway! I'm so surprised.
This is a fucking lot to talk about.
God. I'm sorry, but like, we'll talk about the runway when we get there. I just have so many issues with the way that they did this. But anyway, yeah, so you have to serve 2 looks on the runway. We'll talk about it. There were just a few workroom things that I noted. We have Juriji crushing on Sethlas, but that doesn't last for long. We'll talk about episode 2. We have Marisa and Ariel are very, very close. They know each other from social media. And so that was immediately someone that Marisa was like, this is my person in here. Marisa talks about having to move back to her small town because of the pandemic. She lived in Madrid and then had to move back. And I'm like, oh, good. We're getting emotional storyline from Marisa. That great. Cool. I know how this is going.
Yeah, that's a red flag for episode 1.
Yeah. We have Marina talking about how they are non-binary, which I love, obviously. And Juriji talking about how she knew she was trans from a very young age and talks about like the difficulties of being trans and like the conversations you have over dinner, which I was like, that's just like really no. And I believe it was Sharonne that was like, you don't have to have any surgeries to be the person that you are. And I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you, Sharonne. This is why you're probably going to win this season. Let's be completely honest, just out the gate, 2 episodes in. But
yeah, they really like her.
They really like her. They're pushing Sharonne, and I don't blame them because she's great. So I'm here for it. And then Jota also talks about coming from the Romani culture, talking all about that, which obviously we know a little bit of that in a similar vein from Drag Race UK. Cherry Valentine, yep, who I love Cherry Valentine. Go watch their documentary; it's phenomenal.
It's great to see it as well because Cherry being a Romani person living in the UK probably has a very different lived experience from Jota, who is an Andalusian Romani person, because she comes from the Andalusia region of España.
Yes.
So it's nice to have these conversations. But I will say, Cherry Valentine will always be, in my heart, the first Romani drag superstar.
Very that. No, I get that for sure. And then Jota's also bisexual and has a girlfriend.
We love to diva. See it. Scaredy cat representation.
I was like, she didn't go home second like Scaredy Cat did. Happy
Young,
to see it.
Bisexual, good at sewing.
We know how this goes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we're at the runway, so that's fun. We're just speeding on through, gal. So we have the runway. The guest judge is Gloria Trevi, who is someone important in Spanish music.
She's the president, I believe.
Of Spain?
Yes.
Bitch, no.
I think you are.
I was like, no. She's fairly controversial from what I read.
Oh, that'd make her great as a politician then.
Absolutely. But okay, so for the runway, the categories are Reina and Símbola de la Ciudad. What I had a problem with is that these are basically the same runway category.
A little bit, yeah.
Like Queen of your hometown and then Symbol of your hometown. I'm like, I don't need both.
Yeah, no, it's no. I feel like they were trying to do what they do on Drag Race UK with the.
Well, that's exactly what they were doing.
It's exactly that, but they should have done something different for one of the categories.
Like, I would have loved, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I would have done. I probably would have done Symbol over Queen.
Yeah. Because it's similar, the same thing.
Yeah. Maybe like signature drag.
Signature drag, yeah. We haven't had that in a while.
No. But
it's because the producers don't want people doing what they want to do.
Very that. But let's talk about it. Venedita Von Dash. She comes out as the Dama de Elche for her queen look. And her symbol, she's a fucking palm tree.
Okay, so I'll start off with the Reina. There's probably a reference here that I'm just missing because I didn't really like this. It's the very square hairline for me with no eyebrow. She looks very shiny, and then the hair, it's giving boombox.
So I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is a statue that she's referencing.
Mm.
So a lot of this makes sense for me. I think the look is good. It's a lot of gold crushed velvet, so like, sure.
Yeah. I don't like
This,
crushed velvet in this
yeah,
color. I mean, I like red crushed velvet, but gold crushed velvet just looks. It gives
yeah,
like costume for a
sure,
high school production.
sure. Now this fucking palm tree. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever seen on Drag Race.
It's so fucking funny to me. And the fact that it's made out of like the bottoms of shoes as well.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
love
so
it.
I love it too. It's just so quirky and out there and not what I would have expected from Venedita. But
Exactly.
yeah, I love it. I think it looks great.
It's so good. I fucking love a fucking palm tree. That's like,
It's
if
giving
I was if I was ever on Drag Race, I'd have to be like queen of my hometown. I'd have to come out as like a fucking cactus.
it's giving tree.
It's giving tree.
I always said if I ever got to do Queen in my hometown, I would have a long brown wig and I would dress up as a Yorkshire pudding and my hair would flow into the pudding because it would be crazy.
Yeah. Oh god. Jota Carajota. Her queen look is Rocio Jurado. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. And then her symbol is a horse trainer.
Something like that, something adjacent.
Yes.
So the Reina, I love this wig. Every drag queen in 2017 wanted this wig desperately. Just ask Aja.
In this color too.
In this color or in like a pastel. I love the silhouette of this dress. I'm not mad about the fabric.
I really like the first look actually a lot.
Yeah. I just wish it wasn't as sheer because I can kind of see her undergarments a bit and it's a bit, yeah. All her undergarments should have been in the same color as the fabric and it would have blended a little bit. My other thing is I don't really get the purple tights. Maybe that's a reference to who she's portraying.
Sure.
But it's not for me. I like the shoes. So overall, It's a good outfit, but I'm missing the reference that it would probably take to really appreciate this.
Yeah. This second look, she had a lot of issues with her reveal of it. She had like the same silhouette basically as what she had in her entrance look and then revealed into the pants. The reveal was kind of sloppy. She didn't have a lot of like energy on stage. But like the look itself is fine.
I like the look itself. I hate the pants. Hate the pants.
Short.
They're too short. They're a little wide, and they're a little bit creased. She looks like she would run a Costco really poorly in these trousers.
Yeah.
Like she would run a Costco that would be the worst in its region. She is on the brink of losing her job.
I feel that.
But from the waist up, I love it from the waist up. Like it's really cunt from the waist up.
Yeah.
I just wish she had just kept the skirt, honestly.
Absolutely that.
Yeah.
Samantha Ballentines, her queen look is Miss Mara, who is some like trapeze artist or something like that. And then her symbol, she's a conch shell.
Okay, so Diva.
This is her second and third bodysuit that she's worn on the show.
Yeah. So her Miss Mara look, you could wear this for Pride or a festival. It would look good, but it would not be the best outfit at Pride or a festival. The headpiece is lovely. The wig sits really well on her. Her makeup looks great. The bodysuit itself, every drag queen has a bodysuit like that. I do feel like Samantha, out of everyone, was probably the one who was least prepared for this experience.
Yes.
I don't think I think what got her on Drag Race is probably her personality because she has such an outrageous and outstanding personality that we've all grown to love. But this first outfit is just, I don't want to say it's train wreck territory because it's not LaLa Ri's bag ball look, but it's not It's not great. I can understand why she was in the bottom.
Yeah. The conch shell look I like enough if I hadn't seen 2 other corset bodysuit situations from her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The conch shell outfit, I will say, the hair is lovely. It's got lots of
love
volume, and
the
I love the
hair.
color. I love the corset. I just wish. I don't know. I think there's a disconnect at the panty and the corset. If the panty was the same color as the corset, it might have worked just a little bit better.
Or at least like stoned. I think that would have been better.
Because it feels like an afterthought. I do, however, love this big tool thing she has, but without it, it's the absence of a costume.
Yeah.
Honestly, if she had kept the tool the whole way around and then just had the corset and the tool, so like the tool was like a full part with the full gown,
yeah.
it would have been a really good look.
Or honestly, just reverse the tool thing and have the opening at your ass. That's cute and fun and stupid.
And she could have had a conch shell on her butt.
Exactly.
And then when she farts, she hears the ocean.
Well, we'll talk about marine orgasms here in a second, but Ariel Rec, her queen look is Alaska, who we know. I know her. She was on last season. And then her God. Oh, and then her symbol look is simultaneously Neptune and also Atletico Madrid. No, it's not hockey. She's doing soccer.
Diva, what the fuck?
It's a football look.
So the Alaska look, I fucking love. It's very severe. It's punk rock. I love the shoes. I don't like the black bands between her shoes and the leggings. I just wish the red legging went all the way down. But the jacket, the chainsaw on the hair really fucking works, and she looks sick. However, this fucking soccer look, I want to know why. I get that Neptune's like the mascot of her local football team, or something similar to that. I love the wig. Like the wig is astounding, but we've seen a lot of sports gear from her, from like her promo to this. Yeah. And for the promo, I thought there was supposed to be a sporty theme, but this is just. I don't want to say I hate it because that's really mean, but it's not. No, I don't like it.
Not what it should be.
And the shoe corset thing, I've seen the shoe corset thing done by a designer. I don't remember her name, but she is a black woman who has a TikTok account. If I can remember it, I'll try and comment it below the video. But this shoe corset thing, it just doesn't look well made compared to how I've seen it done before, and it doesn't fit. It's like protruding out from her body.
Yeah.
No, Ariel, no.
Yeah, I agree. I think like waist up on both looks, I love.
That's valid.
But yeah.
Non-binary T is valid.
Very that. Marina coming out as Ocaña for her queen look, and her symbol is just it was described as an example of Barcelona. Because she has like it's like the street like grid on her dress. You can't see it from here, but that's like the whole point.
The Reina look I loved because I don't know who this person was, but I felt like I'd learned something about this person. I learned something about Spanish queer history, and that's what we wanted to see on this episode.
Yes.
The outfit itself is really well made. She looked really beautiful. I love this hair. I love the hat. Love the dress. I really like this. Was one of my favorite looks.
Yeah, I love the queen look. Everything you said, I completely agree with. The symbol look is basic, but in a way that I still really like it.
I like it too. I just, I think the colors are a bit drab for me, but I think the colors have to be what they are to make sense of what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I love Liberty spikes on a drag queen. I'm just, like I said, the colors is just a bit of an eyesore for me.
She's already reminding me in a lot of ways of Sasha Velour.
Yeah.
Which I love because I love Sasha Velour. And it's not just because Sasha Velour also wore this same
Liberty
hair.
spikes, yeah.
But I'm getting that sort of like conceptual, like I'm getting like her Hugaceo Crujiente, like I'm getting that very like conceptual drag, which I do love. So
Because
I'm
it
on board for
mixes queer art and queer history and fashion.
exactly. So I'm here for it. Diamante coming out as Agustina de Aragon for her queen look, and her symbol look is baseball because she's from the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so the first look, I'm not huge on it, maybe just because I don't know who Agustina de Aragon is. However, shooting stuff from the fucking cannon titties is a gag worthy of Drag Race.
Everything.
Even though the look's not particularly my fave, she looks gorgeous. This is something I would probably want to wear because it's plaid and it's got big chunky boots on it so I can move in it.
Yep.
I love the hair and I love the headband and I love that she put something on her wrists because I feel like her arms would look really naked without the bracelets. So I think the bracelets work very well for it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, cannon titties, I'm on board. This baseball look also, I really like this look.
Oh, I love the baseball look.
It's a bodysuit, but this is a bodysuit done very, very well.
Yes, it's how you can make the bodysuit silhouette elevated and look like it makes sense. I love that the shoes remind me of like baseball high tops. I love the stockings. I love that the stockings are blue, so it breaks it up. I love that the sleeves on the jacket actually look like a baseball. It reminds me of when Britta Filter did this.
Yes.
Except she didn't pull like a massive wad of gum out of her mouth with no explanation.
Yeah.
And I also love that she rhinestoned the fucking baseball bat. Like, how cunt is that?
Yes. She was probably like 4th or 5th best for me.
For me, yeah.
Like, there were a lot of really, really good looks. And so, unfortunately, she like slipped into safe territory. But for me, she was like high safe. Like, she was the top of the safe, probably. Or at least one of the tops of the safe. Juriji Der Klee coming out as Agatha Ruiz de la Prada for her queen look, and her symbol is what is that called? The thing?
An oyster, a clam,
a
scallop.
Marine orgasms. I hate you. This first look is good. The problem is the stars were falling off her dress, but then I love that she played into it. Like, that's a professional. She played into it, took one off and kissed it and threw it to them. I was like, okay, that's a professional. I like that.
For me, if the stars hadn't have fallen off the dress, I think Juriji probably would have been in the top. She looks really tall in this dress. It really elongates it. She looks so gorgeous.
Yeah.
The hair is sculpted. I love her in red hair. I don't know what it is, but it drives me wild. Her makeup is really soft while still being draggy, and it looks gorgeous.
Her makeup in both of these looks are much better than her makeup was in the
entry, yeah.
And then, I mean, marine orgasm. What can you say?
Marine orgasm. I love this because I don't know. I think it's something about a trans woman celebrating her body this way is really gorgeous to me.
I agree.
It's embracing femininity. I love that it's dripping jewels. The one thing I will say is I don't really like the shoes. Maybe it's just from this angle, but the hair again.
I don't love the ankle strap.
No, I think that's what it is for me. I think if it was just like an open toe sandal, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But I love how sculpted this hair is, and I love that she looks wet because she's dripping with jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with Juriji.
Same. I think she did phenomenally in this. Someone that did not do spectacularly in this, Marisa Prisa, coming out as Marta Sanchez for her queen look, aka just a giant pink ribbon. And then her symbol look, I think, is like the symbol of her hometown made into a dress.
Yeah. So for the ribbon, I mean, I appreciate because the pink ribbon is the iconic symbol of cancer awareness.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I think it's just a bit of an odd choice.
It's a pink ribbon around her body.
And I think this would have looked much better without the very thin hair and the bandana, because I think that's a bit uncomfortable when we're talking about cancer, especially
Agreed.
since Marisa doesn't have cancer herself.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say. I also think the giant pink ribbon needed ironing because it is creased to all fucking hell. It needed steaming.
I think it just needed to be bigger, honestly. And I know it's like body length, but I think for me,
if it's any bigger, she's not going to be able to move in it.
And that's what I want, Eris. That's what I want.
Backstage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say the shoe is cunt.
Yes.
I love a bitch on stilts. Now, the symbol look. She looks like she runs a really fierce hospital for ghosts. I like.
What else is there to say?
I like the shoes and the makeup and nothing else. She does look a bit like a condom, I won't lie.
We're moving on. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No.
Sharonne. As Montserrat Caballé for her queen look. And her symbol is some building in...
It's a very famous... I can't remember the name of it, but it's a very famous building that they've been building for a couple hundred years. It's like a mega church, but without the creepy, weird Texas preachers attached to it.
Yeah, I should know this, but I don't.
You bastard. So for Sharonne.
I'm so stupid. She's the Sagrada Familia.
I wouldn't have gotten that in a million years. I love the first look. It's a very classic like silhouette to do a kaftan, but I love that it's the silhouettes of the buildings, and there's also like just a giant dick in the middle of it because there's apparently a penis-shaped building.
Yes.
But I loved it. It's very classical drag. Yeah. And it's very old school, but it's classic. It's a classic.
I love that she's wearing a kaftan and yet she still has shape.
T.
Like, that's really difficult to do.
No, literally, she's shaped like a T.
Quite literally shaped like a T. The second look I also think is incredibly good.
I couldn't get back to my desk.
Good job.
Yeah, the second look...
I like it. That's fair.
I didn't like it, yeah. I just think it's a little discombobulated. Like, it's all just a bit... Like, I don't like the nude illusion. I think that's it for me. I think if the dress underneath was a different color, because it's sort of like... I can't tell if she was intentionally trying to match her skin tone or not, but it's just a little bit light and it puts me off. I also didn't like her makeup in this outfit because she's had better makeup than this, so we know she can do good makeup. But here it just looks a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, I would agree. Estrella Xtravaganza as Mónica del Raval for her queen look, and she is a bandera from Andalusia for her symbol look.
I don't know how she wasn't in the bottom.
Same.
So the first look, so I don't know who Mónica del Raval is. However, from that picture on the calendar, I can already tell she looks like a fucking icon. And maybe this first look probably didn't need to be the most polished and clean because that's probably not who Mónica is. I will say the wig with the bangs, I think she should have just gone for a lace front because the way the bangs curl and point to both sides, and it's a little bit of it's a very shiny plasticky synthetic blonde. It doesn't look good. Her symbol look, I just think that shade of green is hideous. I wish she had maybe done it in a red, but I don't know if maybe the green holds significance or something. And also the wig, I don't know if you can see, but some of the braiding is like coming undone halfway through the ponytail, and it just looks like it's been chewed by a dog a little bit.
A little bit, yep. Yeah. You said
It's not
everything.
giving.
It's not good.
Also, the boots. I hate the boots. It's giving
Same.
Wellingtons.
I like the idea of this tiered green ruffle situation. I don't like it in execution.
I think it's a mixture of the fabric and the color and the tiny polka dots.
Yeah.
Basically everything. Everything is wrong with it.
Yep. Sethlas as Lolita Pluma, and then she's doing the she's the crest of Gran Canaria. I believe.
So how the fuck Sethlas was not in the top this episode is beyond me, because I love these. I mean, the cat one was a little bit weird from the reveal, but I still think it was gorgeous. I will also say she's not wearing the weird stilts. She's wearing, high hooker heels, but she's not wearing the stilts.
That is true.
I mean, I don't have much to say about the cat look other than it's giving me Cats on Broadway as opposed to Cats with James Corden giving children seizures in the hospital.
Can we not? I
no.
could have gone the rest of my life without remembering that.
Memories.
I hate you. Moving on.
But the symbol look. Left no crumbs. She looked gorgeous. She looked like she just stepped out of like the Alejandro music video.
Yeah.
The makeup was gorgeous. I will say her foundation, I don't know if she's trying to do like white face makeup here, but her foundation just looks a little too pale for her. And
I think she was going for the traditional like white that she did with like her entrance look but all of the looks she's shown so far, honestly.
But the jewels around her eyes looked really great.
Yes.
She looked gorgeous. Yeah, I have nothing to add about it.
Yeah. I didn't love the first look, I'll be honest. It just didn't all come together for me, but it's also probably because I don't know the reference, so I'm going to attribute it to that. The second look, perfection in every possible way. Stunning, beautiful, fabulous. Fucking Onyx.
I know we shouldn't compare like drag queens to each other, but something about Onyx's like attitude and persona just reminds me so much of Evie Oddly. It's just that fuck you punk attitude. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna do it to a level you can't even fucking touch. Yeah, I was obsessed. Her first outfit, she could wear this for the finale. Honestly, it's a gorgeous gown, and it was so nice to see her in like more of a beauty sort of makeup.
It was so nice to see the diversity,
the versatility of
versatility.
Like,
thank you. Yes,
her first look, and it's it reminds me a lot of Samantha. And what was wrong about Samantha's is what's correct here.
Yes,
is that if she had done a corset and then the tulle all the way around, it would have looked so much better. Because look at how it looks on Onyx. Because Onyx looks like a fucking water fountain, and she looks gorgeous. Now the symbol look, she had her good tuck out just for the world to see, and she fucking ate it. Like, I mean, there's not much you can say because it is just literally her body. But the wings and the makeup and the way the hair streaks down her face, and then the snake up the leg. Yeah. My breath was taken away by this.
Complete perfection in every possible way. Like, just there's nothing else to say about it, honestly.
She's also really funny in confessionals, in my opinion.
I agree. But yep. So that's the runway for the first episode. Woo.
Wow.
We find out that the winner of the first maxi challenge of the season, rightly so, is Onyx.
Yay.
Love it.
I wouldn't have given it to everyone else. The only other person I really thought could have won was maybe Sethlas. But I don't think Sethlas's first look was as strong compared to Onyx's. No. So it makes sense for Onyx to win.
Yeah, so we also had Marina and Sharonne in the top with Onyx. I thought that was deserved, mostly because I didn't love Sethlas's first look as much. But that's that. We had Jota Carajota in the bottom three, but she is saved, leaving a bottom 2 of Samantha and Marisa. I would have swapped Jota for Estrella.
Maybe.
I don't think I would have put
actually, yeah.
I don't think I would have put Estrella in the bottom 2.
No, I think this bottom 2 was fair.
I think it was the correct bottom 2. And they are lip syncing / getting naked to Todos Me Miran by Gloria Trevi, the guest judge.
Someone posted a meme on Twitter, and I'll try and send it in the group chat later.
Mm-hmm.
But it's every time Samantha lip syncs, she just looks like she has the shit beaten off her by the end. I don't know what it is.
We'll talk about her second lip sync because God help me. But I thought this was a lip sync that happened.
Yeah, I think Samantha definitely won. I think Samantha had the energy, she had the presence, she had everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Marisa just seemed very out of it. I think Marisa came in defeated and unfortunately left defeated.
Yeah. And we lose Marisa. She was not one of my favorites, I'm gonna be honest. So I do
recall either you or Audrey called it in the cast assessment, saying that Marisa will probably be first out.
Jay was with us for the
Jay, not Audrey. Who the fuck is Audrey?
Audrey also does drag coverage.
Audrey is
also Audrey, I don't think you've met Audrey either. She does US primarily, but
I'm so sorry, Jay.
I called it. I said Marisa was go home first. And I was right. So
I liked her in her purple butthole dress.
Not the purple butthole dress.
All right. Is anus.
Category is anus. I just wrote anus. But yes, we come back. We're in episode 2 now. We come back to the workroom. Samantha is sad to have sent Marisa home.
You've already forgotten her fucking name.
Yep. Yep, I sure fucking did.
Rest in peace, Marisa Pizza.
Not Marisa Pizza. Not this. But yes, Samantha's sad to have sent her home, but also she has a fire under her ass in those real bad panties.
Yeah. Fuego home. Oh, that's a Cypriot song.
Oh my God, that needs to be a lip sync song though.
Please.
I'm waiting, honest to God, because her designer is Carmen Farala. I'm waiting for season 3 of España for Slow Mo to be a lip sync song. It has to be, right?
I just want to see any of the continental European drag races acknowledge Eurovision, because we've had Eurovision.
UK.
I know. When I say continental, I mean like on the main continent.
Sure.
So, because I love that the UK's touched upon it, but I want to see the other countries do
What are they going to do? Are you going to make the Holland Queens lip sync to Arcade? Honestly, that'd be kind of fierce.
No, I don't like the Netherlands song.
They could lip sync to the Deep Day now that's
although on theme with Drag Race Holland, we could also get 2 white queens to perform Birth of a New Age, since they got a white queen to do Invoke Free Your Mind last time.
God help me. Well, I'm excited now for Drag Race Sweden, because we'll probably have Hold Me Closer.
Don't.
And Euphoria.
Honestly, on Drag Race Sweden, if the first challenge isn't to build your own workroom using IKEA flatback furniture,
I'm very excited for Drag Race Sweden. We'll be covering it when it comes out.
I just need to see a drag queen called Melody Festivalen on it. That's all.
Well, the stage, Melody Festivalen. You know there's a drag queen out there. Actually, no, I think I follow a queen on Twitter whose name is Melody Festivalen. Check out our Eurovision coverage, because we do that too. But Yeah, Samantha's sad, but she thanks Jota and Estrella for pumping her up. Whatever. This guest judge, La Zoe, I don't know who the fuck this bitch is, but I'm obsessed.
Oh, she was serving cunt like the legendary children were starving.
Literally.
Like, she was there.
But I was like, why isn't one of her songs the lip sync song?
I know, because I want to hear what she sounds like.
Because I wanted, what was her name? Pussy. Pussy. What was her name? I don't remember her name.
I don't know.
Pussy.
Wasn't it?
Oh, Bad Gal. Bad Gal. Bad Gal. Because there was a Y in gal for some reason. Anyway, Pussy. Pussy.
Inti, big fat pussy.
Yeah. Oh God. We'll talk about all of those icons here in a second. Truly
excited.
just, you know what, honestly, truly just solidifying already that I think España is my favorite franchise.
It's so good.
It's so fucking good.
It gives us what we fucking want.
And
honestly, not a bunch of twists and like non-elimination episodes that no one asked for.
Italia.
Italia.
Well, Rue's getting a little bit there, but we'll talk about it. So we go back to the workroom the next day, and Venedita is complaining that Estrella is a bit grotesque, and yeah, I agree. And then Samantha says that Sethlas and Onyx have something going on. And if I remember correctly, they don't quarantine the girls.
They all live in a house, don't they?
They all live in a house together, which... Can we get behind the scenes footage of this house?
Honestly, I would pay for that, like Big Brother house, but it's just the Queens of Drag Race España.
Could you fucking imagine? Oh my
God. It would be so good as like Untucked, just seeing what they're doing on their days off.
Right?
I would just Onyx eating fruit in the kitchen at 2 a.m. like a fucking gremlin. I would be here for.
Marina just going around having like intellectual conversations with everyone, and Estrella just pissing everyone off. Like, I want to see that, honestly.
I would.
But yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Onyx and Sethlas, though. I would pay good money to be in the room.
Oh, same. These drag queens out of drag. Hi.
H-word.
Onyx, hi. Sethlas, hi. Honestly, Sharonne, hi.
Not for me, but good for you.
Ariel, hi.
Ariel.
Diamante, hi. Like...
I had the same thing last year, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I had the same thing with Arantxa.
Vulcano, hi. Arantxa, hi.
Honestly, Vulcano is so big and so tanned, and one day I'm going to top him.
Oh God.
Stream Q Force.
I love it. We get the mini challenge. We're doing the reading challenge episode 2.
Oh, this was so fucking funny. Some of them were so good.
My God. Give me your favorites. I want to know all your favorites because they're probably the same as me.
Just anyone trying to read Sharonne just failing fucking miserably as she serves it straight back to them.
So fucking good.
I'm trying to remember what my favorites are now.
Who was it that read Marina? Oh God, it was
everyone.
Juriji. It was Juriji to Marina gave the best one because Juriji was like Marina, and Supreme cuts in and she's like, "Oh my God, someone's finally talking about Marina." And my response to that would have been like, "Well, there's nothing much to talk about here." But then she goes like, "Oh, I'm so happy that your COVID test was negative, but no one had the heart to tell you that it was your personality test." I'm sorry. That's just one of my favorite reads ever.
And everyone was going after Estrella because they were fucking sick of her shit already.
Everyone, well, and like this reading challenge was good, but it was a lot of like Estrella for being obnoxious and fat.
And it does seem like they, unlike on Drag Race US, where they say something about everyone and then they choose the funniest bits. It seems like everyone was given the option of just saying 2 or 3 people and then moved along.
They probably said like 4 or 5 and they cut it for time, but like whatever. But like everyone was talking about Estrella being obnoxious. Everyone was talking about Jota being young. Everyone was talking about Marina not having a personality. Sharonne being old. I'm like, it was a good reading challenge, but all of them felt like the same.
Mm. And Sharonne definitely won because anyone tried to serve it to her, she just smacked it straight back at them. Especially, I think it was Jota tried to say something. I can't remember what it was, but I know that Sharonne.
It was either Jota or Ariel made the read about her first performance being on a VHS.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's funny. And then something else about like some like ancient text or whatever. And Sharonne was like, nope, it's in stone. I'm like, yes, come on now. This is the level of just, God, I fucking love Sharonne. She wins the mini challenge to nobody's surprise. This was truly her episode.
It was, yeah.
Because,
like I said, I really won't be shocked if Sharonne is at the first place of the podium at the end of the season.
Yeah, she is the obvious winner already. In a very similar way to Carmen. But I'm not mad at it, is the thing. Like, I'm really not mad about her being the very clear frontrunner already.
It reminds me a little bit of how when Simone was on Drag Race US, how everyone figured it out by the third episode. Okay, yeah, Simone's winning.
It gives me very Simone. It gives me Bianca Del Rio. It gives me Raja. Like that,
just head and shoulders above everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I'm not mad at, honestly. She was almost the fucking host of the show. Anyway. The maxi challenge for the week is the Supreme Eleganza Talent Extravaganza. I appreciated a unique and different name that still stood true to Drag Race conventions of naming things with eleganza and extravaganza in it.
T.
But sure. So, not a whole lot happens in the workroom. Sethlas, as we've heard across both episodes, talks more about her controversial 2017 performance. Drink every time, honest to God, drink every time Sethlas talks about this 2017 performance.
Have you seen the video of it?
I have.
It is sick.
It's like fantastic.
It's amazing.
Like, I'm ready for her to stop talking about it, and I'm ready for her to have more of a personality beyond this 2017 performance. And the only reason I remember it's from 2017 is because she couldn't stop saying that it was from 2017.
Also, fun fact, even though Drag Race was probably already in production at this point, RuPaul actually got to see the gala in 2008 before Drag Race US filmed season 1.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Also, anyway. Davima Nurmi needs to stop being a twat on Twitter, but we'll get into that.
Anyway. So Sethlas is talking about the backlash she received after her 2017 performance. And receiving, like, lawsuit threats from Christian lawyers?
Something to do with them feeling like she insulted their religious liberty. And then, wasn't it the judge basically threw the case out because he was like, this is reductive and stupid. Yeah. Like, it's just someone performing in drag. It's not that big of an ish.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that she uses, like, Spanish Catholic Christian imagery in her drag.
I love it.
It's so fucking severe. I'm obsessed with it.
I love it. God. And then we get this lovely, wonderful conversation between Onyx and Ariel about therapy. Ariel talks about having had a panic attack in the subway. So that's like what, that's why she started going to therapy. And Onyx has this really emotional conversation talking about how they, like, during the pandemic, lost their partner of 4 years, their job, having to move back in with their parents. Like, that was just like a pretty emotional moment. And honestly, we'll talk about it. I was really surprised when it wasn't Ariel and Onyx in the bottom two. Like, it
would have been the setup. It would have. Exactly. They would have been the Raven Jujubee moment.
I was like, oh, we're getting this setup. Boom. Even though Onyx just won last episode.
It's not like we haven't seen it from Isis.
Well, I was going to say, if Estina Mandela has taught us anything, winning the first challenge means nothing.
Means nothing.
Nothing you say matters unless that camera's rolling. I don't love Pearl, but I love that iconic statement. But shall we just dive into the meat of the episode?
Yeah.
But first, we get to talk about the returning queens from season 1.
I was so excited.
And we get to start with, I think, my favorite queen from last season. I'm just going to definitively say, Arantxa. Castilla La Mancha. Ah, I love her.
Listen,
she looks great.
She looks great, yeah.
I hate the length of the pants, but I love her.
Arantxa could wear just a fucking potato sack, and I would still be like, okay, Hannah Montana, you better work.
Honestly.
And the rumors about her being on Canada versus the World just make me so fucking happy.
I would scream. But I've seen I've seen like 4 or 5 casts, so is the thing.
Mm-hmm. But I do know she's one of the few queens from Drag Race España season 1 who are English speakers as well. Yeah. So if we get anyone from Drag Race España season 1, I would.
Her, Killer,
and Macarena.
Honestly, any of the 3 of them, and I'm cool.
Drag queens across the world should be like wiping their brows with relief that Hugaceo is not a big English speaker.
Yep.
Because could you fucking imagine? As we see from this episode.
God, I love it. But yes, Arantxa looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Love it.
Loves it.
Carmen Farala.
Oh, I love this hair. I love the gown. She looks gorgeous.
Everything is perfect.
Yeah.
It's just perfect.
I love this modern, like what she was coronated in.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
I agree.
And she probably fucking made it as well. Ew.
Drag Vulcano!
Are we not even going to talk about Divima?
No.
Divima stopped being a racist on Twitter challenge.
There's nothing to say.
For anyone who's not caught up, though, Divima's basically been trying to insult and bully Arantxa on Twitter. And all I have to say is, Arantxa is from Brooklyn. Diva, if you're both at DragCon, you better fucking hide because you're fucking with the wrong doll.
You think Divima will get invited to DragCon?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Moving on.
Drag Vulcano in another Marie Antoinette look. But, like, it's cute. But I'm like,
gorgeous.
She looks absolutely fucking stunning in every possible way. But, like, I'm just tired of Marie Antoinette.
She does, much like Sethlas, I think she has, like, her niche. Whereas Sethlas goes for, like, Christian imagery. I think Drag Vulcano is very into, like, Rococo and very that sort of era of... I almost said that era of drag, that era of history. And I think it works well because you can get very opulent and grand silhouettes with it. From head to toe, I love this. My only thing is with the stilts, and I like the stilts, but the stilts in particular, just look at her front foot and tell me it doesn't look like she has a broken ankle.
I think she's like pointing her foot.
It looks so odd. It looks so odd and weird.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Hugaceo Crujiente.
God, I love them.
This is gorgeous. This is insane.
Perfect.
Flawless, amazing, interesting silhouette. Never done before. Surreal, beautiful. Ceramic tees. Yeah, I live for everything about this.
All of that.
Honestly, I wouldn't change anything apart from maybe... No, I was going to say maybe the hair could be just a slightly different shade of blue, but you know what? It's good as it is.
No, I love it. I love it.
And also the pointy ass shoes.
Inti. Big fat pussy.
Big fat pussy.
I loved the reveal. This might be my favorite look of all of them. I'm going to be honest.
Inti looked like a supermodel.
Yeah.
She looked so fucking... Wait, is it she, they, or they, them?
I'm just going to say they.
I'm going to just quickly check.
There's like 4 of the 10 girls on season 1 are non-binary, so I'm just going to say they. But they look phenomenal in every possible way. Like, God.
Oh, Inti's post. Oh, they, them. So, they, them.
Yep.
Yeah, they looked spectacular. I especially loved the nails. There's something about like a villainous nail that just works for me.
Yes.
And not many drag queens make flat hair look good. Inti looks gorgeous in a flat wig.
Yeah. I'm
She's
trying to
just
think
that
of
cute
like
little
the other queens that I know that make flat hair look good. Like
Taste.
Taste. Yeah.
Estina, Tace. I'm trying to think. Also kind of Simone.
Simone does, yeah.
But Simone never does like just flat hair. She always does it with like braids or something.
Yeah. I love Inti. We have to move on, but I love Inti. Killer Queen, Water Pokemon Trainer, period!
Her makeup's gone so much better.
Oh my god, yes.
It looks so good here. Yeah, I loved everything about this. I love this like shiny corset. I love drag queens who do shiny corsets without buying from Abraham D. Levy.
Yep.
And this hair, yeah, she looks amazing. She looks like she's about to fucking thrash your team on the 8th gym of a region.
Oh, she is fully giving me 4th Elite Four member.
Literally.
Like, she's not
and
the
then
champion, but like...
And then in the tertiary game, so either like the platinum and emerald of this region, she becomes the champion.
She's the champion. Yep. Absolutely. I just fucking love her. The first actual Pokemon reference we've had on Drag Race.
I know. How long did it take?
13 years, 14 years. Like, thank God, finally.
I'm surprised they let her run with it, with that Pokeball.
Honestly, same. And I think, like, US, someone's probably tried to do it on US and it just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I fully would try to do that if I was on US, honestly. Like, just take the color scheme of a luxury ball, turn it into a gown.
T.
Like, that would be my finale look, honestly.
It's giving.
Pupi looks great here. This is basic as hell, but she looks great.
She looks nice.
I was happy to see her.
I was happy to see her. It's like that one aunt you haven't seen for a while, and you see like, how you doing, Pupi?
Very that. Oh, I love her. Love.
She's giving interesting angular movements.
Yes. So is Sagittaria, honestly.
Yeah, she looked really good. I like
Sagittaria looked really good. Yeah. I mean, she just looks fucking great.
She looks nice. I love it.
There's nothing else to say. She just fucking looks great. Oh, the Macarena! Bitch, this woman walked out first, and I said, who the fuck is this?
I'm obsessed with her. I also love that the Spanish equivalent of Binge Queen is hosted by her and her alone.
I love it. Honestly, I fucking love it.
She's so fucking funny, and I'm still annoyed she went home first. Yeah. They love them.
Love. All right, let's dive into the talent show. So I put the talent show look and the runway look on the same slide so we can talk about it all together.
To save time.
Very that. And the category on the runway is El Día de la Bestia, Day of the Beast. I'm going to go ahead and say overall, one of the best runways in all of Drag Race. Like, almost everyone slayed it.
We say almost because Samantha did walk out on that runway. As much as we love her.
We will shit talk Samantha when we get to Samantha. But first, we have to talk about Sethlas.
Bitch. She did crazy.
She did a jump split off a box in stilts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I honestly was shocked when this didn't win. I was shocked to my call when this didn't win.
We'll talk about the win. I didn't think Sethlas should have won, but I also didn't agree with the winner.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
But this is spectacular.
The song choice was amazing. The fact that the fucking car moved when she stood up, like it all just like changed shape.
Me being a fucking gamer, the very start was the Mario Kart, like, beep,
yes, I was like, how did you get that? Yes! I was screaming for dear life. I was like, oh my god, it's giving.
Jump split off the box.
If it had to be like really, really, really nitpicky, the harness just slipped a little bit and you could see her nipples.
Am I mad about that though?
No, because she's got gorgeous nipples. And I'm sure Onyx loves the taste of them.
The nipples are the eyes of the face. And
You've
got gorgeous
lovely
nipples. Ah, Bimini.
The
Bimini
outfit,
Bobole.
the outfit for the runway, I really loved.
She's wearing this giant silhouette, and yet she still has shape, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
The
good.
only thing I would have changed is needed big nails. It would have looked so good with like monster fucking nails. And also when she said this in the workroom, I think, and then also said on the runway, I just hope they get it. I don't think it's going to be that hard of a thing to get. If they don't get this, then that's on them for being stupid. Like, it's clear what you are.
Yep. Agreed. Sethlas did phenomenally. Great way to start the evening, too.
Absolutely.
Yep. Jota Carajota, I thought did a really great job.
I love this. She's giving me, we are the girls of Dragometry.
Rectangle girls of the world.
I also liked her makeup here. She looked really good. Yeah, I loved her on the in the talent show. I thought it was really nice. Yeah. I also loved the guitar because it's a unique instrument.
Yes. The runway, I mean, I understand it, but like, what is she specifically trying to be?
I didn't like the runway. Okay. It just felt all a bit mishmashed. She looked like a villain from the Power Rangers. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, honestly, I agree.
But there's just a mixture of colors that doesn't really work, and it's a little bit of an assault on the eyeballs. Yeah. Like, I want to say I like the silhouette, but that's not true. There's just, it could have been really good, but there's just a lot of things wrong with it that it's hard to pinpoint anything that you could really correct.
I like the idea of this silhouette, but I needed her to be corseted. Yeah, because I needed the waist to be smaller and then the even bigger.
Because like as we've seen in the big gown she wears, when she silhouettes and then she flares out like this, she looks spectacular. Yeah. It just was all a bit bulky here.
Yeah. But the performance, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel Rec. I thought Ariel did a really good job.
I like the song.
I thought everyone did a great job except for one person. We'll talk about her. But like, I thought everyone did a really, really good job. I love the song.
Yeah, the song was good. I also like the outfit she wore for the song because it gives me a little bit of motocross. Yeah. And Ariel in red hair just looks really cool.
I will say that... Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to talk about the performance for a second.
Go for it.
The only issue I had, she did look a little blank in the face at certain moments.
Yeah.
And so I think in a challenge where this episode is quite literally, as we mentioned, the highest rated episode of Drag Race ever, like, and in a challenge where everyone did good except for one person, like, those are just the things that you kind of have to nitpick.
Yeah.
But
the runway,
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked it without the whole rabbit thing. Like, if it was just like skin suit with the bubbles giving sort of water effect. I just didn't think it needed the whole rabbit coat thing on top of it.
Because it's a Five Nights at Freddy's reference, right?
Maybe.
Because she kept mentioning video game, and I was like, the closest thing I know is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, maybe she's trying to be Bonnie.
Yes.
But in that case...
It didn't work, but...
I don't know how much you know about the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Not much.
She should have been a golden rabbit and then been this fleshy thing underneath, because that makes more sense to the story of Springtrap and stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to nod along and act like I understand.
Yeah. I just... this runway could have been better, and I think I expected more of her, as she's described herself as a punk rocker, so I expected a lot for a runway that's a little bit more alternative. But
I think in a very similar way to Raven and Jujubee being the panelists on Snatch Game and All Stars 2, I think Killer Queen being here kind of really fucked her up.
Maybe, because that's a big sis, little sis, cardboard box.
Little sis. But yeah.
Imagine getting ratioed by your little sister on Drag Race.
literally. But
Wait, Candy literally did that to Aja.
Candy did
And
that
Dahlia.
to... And Dahlia. I was going to say, and Dahlia. Juriji.
The fact Juriji was not in the top for this fucking episode is an insult to me. That talent show was spectacular. I don't care what anyone says.
She was the best talent.
She looked fucking phenomenal. She looked like a porcelain doll, and not in the way that Hugaceo did.
Yes.
Like, insane talent with those vocals. And then on the runway, I would fucking die to wear something like this. Like,
yeah.
It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. Her silhouette is... She's not even cinched. And she looks fucking astounding. And like this story of it being like a visual representation of love sickness, I was just like, ugh.
I like the runway. It's just a little too basic for me.
Get the fuck out.
Sorry. Like, I just wish there was something else happening. And her performance of the runway was kind of very like one note. And I hate saying that about Juriji because I really like Juriji, but it just... The performance was absolutely spectacular. But then again, a lot of people did really, really well. And I feel like Runway ultimately was the reason why the top three was the top three.
Mm.
So this compared to the runways of the people that were in the top three doesn't stack up for me.
Yeah, for me, this should have won the whole episode.
Sure.
But it is what it is.
Sure. No, and I understand that completely. So
I do feel like the judges are sleeping on her a little bit.
God.
Right. Samantha, my love, my heart.
Bitch should have gone home. I'm sorry.
I mean, she was in the bottom. What else can you do?
We'll talk about that lip sync. I use again in air quotes. I thought the idea of this cute,
but it's been done better.
As the judges said, this is what Manila did.
Yeah, and Manila did it really well.
Yeah.
Well, not even really well. She did it good. This was just... It feels like to me that Samantha doesn't know that her talent is that she's really funny.
Yeah.
I don't think she's quite keyed into that. And I think she should have done something to play in that. I mean, doing stand-up when you only have like 1 or 2 minutes is not good, but she could have done like a sketch or something.
Yeah.
This just... No, it was just...
And then
it was boring.
This corset dress...
That's on backwards.
Nipples fully out. I was very confused.
And then the banana. The fucking banana they handed to her was rotten. It was brown. Like, if I had to put that in my mouth, I would have gagged. And not in the good sense.
No. Here's what I will say, though. And I meant to mention this when we talked about episode 1, but I'll mention it here. So on the runway, episode 1, the judges gave Samantha, they were like, we love you. Why aren't you bringing you to this? And it's like, I don't like that they're bringing in like external expectations of Samantha.
Yeah.
It felt very Canada season 1 with Tainomi.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not fair on Samantha.
No. Just because she's very well known online doesn't mean that you should bring those expectations into this.
I feel like in the workroom, we're seeing the Samantha that they're probably talking about.
Yeah.
But they don't get to see that, and I think that's what they're missing.
Yeah.
As for this runway, I'm gonna be honest. I've done this look before personally myself, 2 years ago, and probably with less of a budget, and I think I did it better. And I will send you the pics to prove that.
Yeah, I believe it.
I love the face. I love the face that she's pulled off. I think that's really cool. I just don't think that this shade of blonde works for Samantha. The shade of blonde that works for Samantha, I don't think blonde works for Samantha.
I think she probably did this because it's the exact same wig she wore in the challenge.
Yeah, I'm not sure because the curl pattern looks a bit different. But
I think it's the same one.
I just think the outfit itself like it's a good concept, like the whole too much surgery moved your whole face.
Sure,
It's been done a few times and it's been done really well. And I like the pearls, but this is a paper throw over. Like that fabric that's the top part is made of paper. You can't wear paper for Drag Race
unless you're redacted Bonina Brown.
Yeah. Or the Vixen who did it really well.
Or the Vixen who did it very well. Yeah. I agree.
Not redacted Bonina Brown.
We don't talk about her anymore. Transphobic piece of shit. Anyway. Venedita, I thought did very, very safely well.
Yeah. Venedita knows what her talents are and knows how to do it. I really enjoyed this.
I did too.
I think this is one of the few things I remembered. It was a very slow start. And I think if she hadn't started so slow, she might have done better. But when she got there, she got there.
Yeah.
And also the fact that she isn't padded. Oh my God. How did you get that butt?
I hate her.
Me too.
Now this runway. I don't like talking about her, but Miss Needles did this better.
Yeah. There's been other mummies on Drag Race.
Brooklyn did it better.
Yeah. I will rank this between Brooklyn, so underneath Brooklyn, but above Sister. And the only reason I put this above Sister...
I forgot about Sister.
You need to look at her recently. She looks really good.
I know. Now. I follow her. She's phenomenal, but I forgot about that.
Sometimes you're not bad at drag. You're just really broke.
Sometimes you're not bad at drag. You're just bad at Drag Race.
Samantha Ballentines.
The Samantha Ballentines story.
Yeah. I mean, I like the silhouette of this, and she's really cinched at the waist, so it looks gorgeous. I also think this is a good look to go flat-chested for.
Yeah.
I don't really like what's going on with the butterflies, but work, Diva. You look cool.
Sure. Go off, sis.
Pop off. Pop off, bunions.
Onyx.
I
don't think Onyx should have been in the bottom 3
at all. I don't think so either. I think maybe it's just Onyx might... I think Onyx probably should have done something different for the talents. I don't know.
I really liked her talent, though.
I liked it, but I don't think it works for Drag Race.
I don't think it was a talent per se, but I enjoyed it.
Like, it was really fierce. It was fierce, and I love that she had a baby, and it looked like her entrance look.
Yeah.
I love the egg. The egg was insane. It's giving me House of... Oh, who is it? Is it Balmain that did it on...
House of Balmain, yeah, I believe.
House of Balmain that did it on...
Legendary,
where... I've forgotten all the names. It's been so long. Michaela.
Yeah.
Was it? No, not was it Michaela?
I don't remember. I'm going to be real honest.
No, I'm thinking of Lanvin.
Yeah.
So it was House of Lanvin, and then Michaela. You know what? I don't even remember, so I'm not even going to bother with the names. But someone jumped out of a fucking egg, and it was fierce, and this reminded me of that.
Yeah, very that.
And also, Onyx looked really, really good in the talent show.
This runway.
This was insane. Literally crazy.
In the best way.
Yeah, I loved it. It was fucking spectacular. But oh my God, spectacular.
How did she pack this?
Yeah, like was it like the Victoria Scone story where she was just shoving it all in rubble bags?
Probably.
No, Onyx is one of the most fearsome competitors Drag Race has seen in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting her on par with people like Taste in terms of like fear factor.
Yeah.
She's... What I will also say is the only thing I really dislike about this look, the boots stand out quite a bit. I wish she had this same silhouette of boot, I don't mind, but with like green paint on it.
Yeah.
I feel like she was afraid to do that because maybe she likes to wear these boots out of drag.
I was going to say maybe she needs them for another look.
Probably.
If that's the case, then I would have loved more black integrated into the look. But that's just me being picky.
Also, it was so fucking funny seeing her stood on the runway next to Samantha and Ariel. Like, I think because she just fucking towered over them.
I died.
It was so funny.
Marina.
I didn't like her talent.
I think she should have been in the bottom 3.
Yeah. It was just much like with Venedita, it was a slow start, Whereas Venedita eventually got going, I just think Marina stalled and was just present on stage.
Well,
I mean, she's
go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it's just difficult because you start with this like salsa, like samba situation, and then you go into this ring lights TikTok The Weekend parody. I didn't
so
like
odd,
it.
yeah.
I would have liked if she
dancer.
Yes, I would have liked if she had done one or the other.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have much else to add about the talent. The runway,
Phenomenal.
I really liked.
The reason she wasn't in the bottom.
Yeah, probably. Like, I loved that she was turned backwards for the start of it, and then she turned around. I love that it told a story.
Conceptual queen.
Yeah, it's giving me like Freddy Krueger and Heather Kruger. Yeah. I don't know who Heather is, but work.
Sure.
Work Heather.
But yeah. Cool. Estrella Xtravaganza. I actually really liked her talent.
It was. I thought it was really camp. This is what I want to see.
This is what I wanted, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I want from her. I also love that it was like quite clearly Ronald McDonald, because apparently Drag Race España does not give a fuck about copyright.
Apparently not.
Maybe they're immune because they're in the EU.
Potentially, actually.
Can't relate anymore.
Sorry, y'all. The runway. I go ahead.
I want to like this.
Me too. It's just a little sloppy.
I think there's just things that could be added that would make this better. I think what it is there's a disconnect at the head to the sleeves and the nails.
Yeah.
I think it needed sleeves, or maybe something dangling from the sleeves, or maybe more chains. I don't know. This is so close to Cenobite to me, which I really like, and I love the reference. Also love that it's clearly Divine inspired. I love that Estrella has that reference, because Divine is one of my all-time favorite drag queens.
Well, she talked about that in her in the Meet the Queens. She talked about how she was inspired by Divine. I love Divine, so honestly, anytime there's a Divine reference, it brings it up a few notches for me. But yeah, I agree with you. There was just something that it's not all put together in the way that I would have liked it.
I think it might be the shape of this meat thing in front of her.
Yeah.
Because it's a rectangular shape, it takes away from the shape he has with the corset on underneath.
I honestly would have loved if this had been a bodysuit.
It's a little bit of a meat bib.
Not meat bib.
Meat bib. Work meat bib.
Meat bib 2022.
Behave yourself.
Sharonne. Sure. She's a talented singer and she was doing it live. Sure.
I wanted to like the puppet bit, but I don't know. It just it didn't quite work.
No.
I think it would have worked if her mouth didn't move when she did the puppet.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been true ventriloquism. You know what? Fuck that word. It would have been true puppetry gaggery.
Here, I'll say it and you just lip sync to it. Ventriloquism.
I looked at my list came through even through my lip sync.
That part. The runway look, I'm gonna be honest, we've seen done better.
Yeah. I mean, she truly looked fucking scary, which is great to know that she can take it there.
Yes.
But we have done the doll thing done better by Redacted Pie as well.
Oh, I was going to say Jan.
Jan did. Why was Jan not in the top for that runway?
Why was Jan not in the top of all of season 12?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I will say, during the talent show, she looked gorgeous.
Oh my God, this is stunning.
This is probably what I would want to go see if I went to go see a drag show in España.
I agree. Or like Gran Canaria levels of like fuckery is like it one or the other. Yeah. We end the night with Diamante. I fucking loved this performance.
Oh, it was so good.
Chocolate. Yes, I loved it. Chocolate, chocolate. I love it. I love Diamante, and they're not
She
paying
looked
her any
amazing.
mind.
Yeah.
It frustrates me. This runway look, fucking phenomenal.
I hate the runway. It's a great runway. It just scares the shit out of me.
Oh,
And that's
yeah,
why it's
same.
gonna be.
Same. I hate it, but I love it, but I hate it.
Like, it's so monstrously hideous.
Yeah.
It's so brilliantly done. It's
absolutely
fucking terrifying. It's perfect.
Yep.
I
And
love Diamante.
same. That's that. We did that. We get the critiques, yada yada yada, this, that, and the third. We find out that the winner is Sharonne.
I don't necessarily agree.
I don't agree. You said Juriji.
Yes.
I'm going to say Diamante. I think Diamante should have won the challenge.
That's fair. That's fair. I think out the top, who was in the top three? So it was Sharonne, Diamante,
It was
and
Sharonne, Diamante, and Sethlas.
Sethlas. I would have swapped Sharonne out for Juriji, and that still would have been my top three.
I think I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think fourth for me,
Sharonne,
and then
maybe.
Estrella, I think, was up there as well.
Yeah, she did really well this episode.
Yeah.
And then the bottom three.
We get a bottom three of Ariel, Onyx, and Samantha. And I truly thought, because of earlier, they were going to save Samantha and put Ariel and Onyx in the bottom. But they don't. And we get a bottom two of Samantha and Ariel. Which, for me, I would have put Marina in the bottom three over Onyx. I don't know if I would have put Marina in the bottom two, though.
No, I think this is a fair bottom two. Like, I would have been annoyed if it was Ariel and Onyx. I genuinely would have been annoyed about Samantha not being down there.
I think
as
I
much
agree
as
with
I love Samantha.
I'm obsessed with Samantha, but they lip sync to Yo Quiero Bailar by Sonia and Selena.
Samantha is the kind of queen who works at your local bar and you love them dearly and you are obsessed with them and everything they do. I don't think Samantha is Drag Race ready.
I don't think Samantha won this lip sync.
Nah.
Ariel was in her head, but I thought still gave a very good performance of the song.
I also feel like they...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. I do feel like they tried to edit it to make Samantha look better.
I agree.
It did feel like it was a disfavorable edit of Ariel.
Absolutely, I agree completely. Because Samantha, like, it was all just nonsense and not in the good way.
Yeah, and it really makes sense. And she just looked bald. She was just bald and messy. She was a bald, messy mess.
Even me on a Thursday night.
Hi, bald.
Delete it, bald.
It's giving Dr. Eggman.
Honestly, it is. But we do unfortunately lose Ariel.
I really thought she was going to go much further, yeah.
I agree.
Because if Samantha had been eliminated this episode, I could justify that in my mind.
I would have been more than fine with it as much as I like her.
I would have been sad, but I would have been like, yeah, that seems fair. I just felt like Ariel probably had so much more to show. Like, I'm sure she has some brilliant runways, and I can't wait to see what spangly bodysuit Samantha wears next week.
Honestly, it's so strange because if you look at the correlation between the season 2, the second person to go home was Vulcano, and now we have this like weird synergistic relationship between Sethlas and Vulcano and Ariel and Killer Queen. So I'm like, is Drag Sethlas going to be the runner-up this year?
Yeah. Oh my god. You know, I would be happy with that.
Because Sharonne's going to win. This was the reason they didn't give it to Diamante or Sethlas is because clearly they're setting Sharonne up to be the winner and like whatever. And like for that, I'm cool. But like, whatever. But bye, Ariel. I'm going to miss you. You're real cute.
Womp womp.
We did it. We did it.
We should have just split this episode up. We should have split
Really
the
should
episode
have,
up.
but honestly, we did it, and I'm fine with it. Oh boy! Thank you so much for joining us for this 2-episode premiere extravaganza of Drag Race España Season 2. We'll be back next week with just 1 episode, thankfully. We're not doing double episodes all the time.
No, because the bitch is tired.
Ma'am, Pam, exactly. So
no ma'am, Patty Pam Pam.
No ma'am, no green beans, no turkey, no collard greens, no ham,
cornbread.
No cornbread.
It's giving episode 5 of season 14.
It's giving episode 5 of season 14. Make sure to follow, subscribe, like, and share on your way out. And I have something to cheers with. It's a giant water bottle. Smile.
Cheers.
Cheers, boo. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye now.